years in the making. It's finally over. The wait is through. It's here. The ultimate karate fiasco. Violence, bloodletting, more blood spilled than any Chicago slaughterhouse. It's what you want. It's what you need. It's what you dreamed of. And now it's come true. Check it out and don't be lower than a lizard's belly. You don't be the last to see this movie on your block. You need it, you want it, and I tell you, you're gonna get it. Don't blink, the action's quick, no filler. All cum shots. Oops, look at this. Bring the kids, but keep their hands over their eyes, cause there's mayhem and hell to pay. The gates of hell have opened. A gnarled and scaly hand has come out with this movie in it. It's brought it to us on the planet Earth. Now, just for you, the ultimate karate epic. On sale now in the lobby, $9.99.
Okay, hi, this is Bill Hicks. Happy Halloween to everybody. We're taking callers in hell tonight. We're in hell. We've been in hell for quite a while, setting up this project. And we're taking callers, and we're going to have a great show for you. And I hope your Halloween is spooky and exciting and frightening, just like when you were a little kid. And we're going to take callers. So let's take our first caller now. Hello, you're on the air.
Hello, Bill. I see you're in hell. Is that an unusual place to be there?
Well, hell is very unusual. First of all, the first thing I noticed was that the entire cast, the writers, and the producers of the show Full House are here, and they're not even dead yet. So I don't know what that means. You know what I found really unusual is how broad the standards are that will lead you to hell. For instance, people that sneeze on airplanes, they go to hell.
Man, I never knew that.
Yeah. People that take left turns in traffic are all going to hell. Did you know that?
I believe that.
Yeah, isn't that weird though? Non-smokers, everyone here is a non-smoker, which is very ironic. They didn't know they had that coming to them, did they?
Makes me feel better.
But, yeah, exactly. And you know, 99% of the people in hell, you know who they are? Christians.
Christians?
Christians. They're the ones, it's their concept. They're the only ones that believe in it. So they came to it.
That makes sense.
It does, if you think about it at all. And anyway, so you're doing all right on this Halloween night?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. I was going to ask you, have you seen any of the people involved in the Waco raid? They're in hell with you?
Well, no, because the FBI and ATF guys haven't died yet.
Oh, okay.
But no, none of the Branch Davidians are here. As people who watch public access are probably aware of, they've seen the footage of the Bradley tanks shooting fire into the Branch Davidian compound, which is, of course, goes totally against the party line, which is that they shot tear gas and the Branch Davidians started the fire. I find the implications to be quite frightening, don't you, caller?
Yes, I do, really. I saw some footage of you, and you looked like you were almost at the back door of the compound. How did you get that close to there?
Well, I have connections. Not with the Branch Davidians, not with the FBI, nor the ATF, but with the farmer that fed those black cows that were in front of the compound you saw in every shot.
Right.
He's a buddy of mine.
Oh, man.
So during the whole siege, we had to keep feeding the cows, and he needed help. So I went out there and I, poured seed out and hay and whatnot.
I was wondering, it looked like you were awfully close. Well,
It was really weird. I didn't even need ID. I just needed a pair of bib overalls.
oh my God.
Yeah, and I got right through all the police barricades.
Well,
Anyway, what were you going to say?
I just thought it was unbelievable that you got so close. I was wondering how you got that close, and now I know.
Now you know. Have you seen the footage of the Bradley tanks shooting fire into the compound?
I haven't heard it. I haven't seen it, but I've heard about it.
Well, it's I've seen it. And if you watch, we have, it's on public access all the time. And what I find most interesting, not only does it prove, if this tape is real, that the FBI, the ATF, Janet Reno, up to President Clinton, are basically liars and murderers, but I find the implications that no mainstream media has picked up on this tape and shown it to be even more insidious, if you follow my meaning.
Well, it makes you wonder who owns the TV stations.
It does, and it also makes you wonder what their agenda is if it's not, in fact, the news or the truth.
Right.
Anyway, but like I said, none of them are here yet because they're not dead, but there is a place for them right next to people who sneeze on airplanes. And you're probably wondering why I'm in hell and how I got here.
Yeah.
I actually sneezed on an airplane that was making a left turn. So,
Oh.
yeah, double indemnity for me. But
Jesus.
yeah.
Like a life sentence, or
Well, no, I'm only for this shot tonight.
only for Halloween?
Only for Halloween, I'm in hell. And it's very interesting. Jerry Lee Lewis is here, and he's not dead yet either. Gee, I'd hate to be in his boots. And Elvis isn't here. So once again proving he might still be alive or in heaven.
Well, maybe he was a smoker.
He did smoke those little Tipperillos, didn't he?
Well, have a very happy Halloween.
You too, and I thank you for calling, and I thank you for your insightful questions, and you're helping me get out of hell, and I appreciate that. Every caller that helps me get out of hell is better. But have a happy Halloween to you.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hello, this is Bill and Kevin outside the Branch Davidia compound called...
Standing on a bed of ant fire ants.
Standing on a compound of fire ants. We're outside the Branch Davidia Camp Carmel branch of the Latter-day Seventh-day Adventist Church break-off group.
What do you feel about this man?
There's a lot of confusion out here.
It's a lot.
He's out there right now, holed up with those, he's got an endless supply of black cows, though. They haven't figured out yet how to get rid of the cows. Those are actually FBI agents dressed as cows to get close to the Branch Davidia Camp Mount Carmel Seventh-day Adventist Church Latter-day Saints of Holy Yahweh.
And what do we know today that we haven't known before?
Well, we know of a dirt road that can pretty much scoot you right by any police barricades. And hopefully that same road works the way out.
The same road Koresh may have taken before he went to Tahiti.
We don't even know if he's even in there, really.
I doubt it.
It's been now, today is day 7. We're outside right now, the Branch Davidia. I just like saying that. Branch Davidia, Branch Davidia, Branch Davidia. Branch Davidia, which is a splinter group of the Seventh-day Adventist Church Latter-day Saints Yahweh Division.
And if David Koresh is watching this, what would you like to say to him?
David, just keep it up. Keep up the good work, and we're with you. Now, David, turn yourself in. This is horrible. I don't know what I'm thinking. Well, as far as the 12-year-old girls, keep up the good work. As far as the siege, give it up.
And what do you think the daily schedule is in the compound right now?
I'd say there's a lot of Scrabble and Monopoly, probably Risk, and it's basically like any day in America right now. People out of work, people at home, not at a job, watching a lot of daytime TV.
Or they have Bible studies and ammunition studies back to back, or they have reloading classes for the children.
Just like every home in America.
Gearing up for the 90s, huh?
We're still outside the Branch Davidia division of the Seventh Adventist Day Church Latter-day Yahweh division. It could be the end. The end is nigh for Mr. Koresh, a.k.a. Jesus, a.k.a. Vernon. Had he stuck with the name Vernon, the only people out here reporting right now would probably be the local farm report. Vernon's got some pigs locked up in a hole. We don't know what's happening, but Vernon's locking some pigs up there. But the fact that he named himself David Koresh just goes to what shows. A rose is just a rose by any other name. It's just Yahweh. Anyway, we're outside the Count Mount Carmel camp. The Davidian, Yahweh Division, Latter-day Saints, and Lutheran, Jehovah Witness, Baptist, Methodist break-off group who believes in that the literal interpretation of the Bible in Genesis is actually not exactly true. The literal story of creation in Genesis is true, and after that, God created the submachine gun. Man named all the animals and then began shooting them one by one. Sort of a new breed of Christianity here in America, one that, well, suffers no quarter. And there's forgiveness enough for everyone here, I'm sure. All I know is it's going to be hell to pay when David Koresh, a.k.a. Jesus, a.k.a. Vernon Howell, makes his final move for the Lord. We all come to this position at some point in our lives, that big chasm, that gap you have to jump into, and it's called faith. Unlike the rest of us, though, David Koresh is armed to the gills. And when he makes the big leap, it's going to be hell to pay all around him. Anyway, we're out here, out at Mount Carmel, the Branch Davidian, Latter-day Saint, Adventist, Seventh-day Church, Lutheran, Yahweh Division, breakaway group that believes, of course, in forgiveness, that Christ died and was resurrected, and that he's come back to kick some major ass. It's all out there, and it looks like Grandma's house. In fact, I think Grandma is being held hostage right now by the Branch Davidian, Adventist, Latter-day Saint, Yahweh Division breakaway group led by David Koresh, a.k.a. Jesus, a.k.a. Vernon. That's not Jesus, that's Vernon. Anyway, it's day 7. Can't go on forever. We'll be here till something happens.
So you're an inspiring musician yourself, I understand.
Aspiring or inspiring? I think I'm
Perspiring.
Perspiring. Yeah, well, like I said earlier about these albums, these new albums, Arizona Bay, and the one we're recording in tomorrow night, Rant in E minor, that they're going to be scored with music that I and my producer Kevin Booth write and play, along with drums and other instruments. Okay. But
Kevin Booth of Electric Ladies Man fame.
Kevin Booth of Electric Ladies Man fame, and also the Sacred Cow Productions.
Exactly. What a guy.
Right. Kevin and I have been friends since we were 15 years old, and since we were 15, he's been recording me, and he really knows how to record me well.
He's a great producer kind of guy.
He's great. Great video, great filmmaker.
Toys.
We also made the karate epic Ninja Bachelor Party together.
I'd considered running that tonight, I really did. But, you know.
Well, it's going to run October 31st. Sacred Cow has a 3-hour show of their productions, and also we'll be taking callers that night.
It's here and it's here to stay. It's come a long, long way. The ultimate karate movie you've been waiting for. Violence, mayhem, front kick, side kick, key off, and decibels you will not believe. The film was very costly, so we're going to ask you to pay close attention, because let me tell you something, the action is so quick the camera failed to get it. You're going to love it. Pinch yourself. You're not dreaming. It's for real. It's come down, and don't be the last one to see it. Bring the kids, but put your hand over their little eyes. Oh, it's got it all. You've dreamed about it. Everything you need, you want, it's now yours for the taking. And check out those babes. More babes. Everything you need to know about gouging out your opponent's eyeballs. It's got it all. Bachelor party. Due to the cost of oil, due to the Persian Gulf, this movie's on sale at a special price.
Boy Next Door, Cell D. Now, ladies and gentlemen, our next performer has been quoted in Attitude magazine as being a statesman for his generation. He's a comic, a poet, a revolutionary, Mr. Bill Hicks.
Let me hear you say, yo! Say it, yo!
Well, all right.
That's it, end of your part, thank you. Hope you don't mind if I smoke. I know it's getting harder and harder to find a place to smoke these days. I feel like I'm in high school with the bathroom window cracked again. You know, they say cigarette addiction is harder to break than heroin addiction. Yeah, so I'm 0 for 2. I don't do drugs. I don't think they tell us the truth about drugs, though. You know, they tell you marijuana smoking makes you unmotivated. That's bullshit. When I was high, I could do everything I normally could do just as well. I just realized it wasn't worth the fucking effort, man. That was it. Why get out of bed? Shit. I'm just gonna get in traffic and go to a job I hate. Fuck it. Stay in bed and watch cartoons. All the news stories about drugs are negative. Same LSD story every time. Young man on acid thought he could fly, jumped out of a building. What a tragedy. I'm thinking, what a dick. If he thought he could fly, why didn't he take off from the ground and check it out first? Why ruin it for everybody else? You don't see ducks lined up to catch elevators to fly south, goddammit. I'd like to see a positive LSD story. Would that be newsworthy? Just once? Today, a young man on acid realized that all matter is merely energy condensed to a slower vibration, that we are all one consciousness experiencing itself subjectively. There's no such thing as death. Life is only a dream, and you're the imagination of yourselves. Here's Tom with the weather. What a fucking story. Why do people do drugs? Why do you do drugs? Why? Who wants to live in this fucking world? Who? A world where John Lennon was murdered, yet Barry Manilow continues to put out fucking albums. That's where we live. Why is it always good guys are murdered? John Lennon murdered, John Kennedy murdered. Why is it good guys are murdered? Mediocre hacks live on forever. Martin Luther King murdered. Gandhi murdered. Jesus murdered. Reagan shot, wounded, cancer 8 times. That fucker still walks. This guy's like Jason at this point, man. I'm back. Ah! Waiting to see him in a hockey mask. Any speech now? Well, you shot me, I'm back. Cancer on my nose, I'm back. Cancer in my ass, I'm back. My God, what's it gonna take? A syringe of AIDS shot in your eyeball? I'll do it. A Trident missile shot up your fascist, evil, mean-spirited, corporate puppet, devil cock-sucking ass? Where's the button? Ronald, 6 letters. Wilson, 6 letters. Reagan, 6 letters. Pretty frightening coincidence there, huh? But I do not believe he's the Antichrist, because that'd be too obvious and he's too stupid. But I'm going to tell you something. I know who the Antichrist is. He is in physical form. He is upon the earth. I know who it is. Pretty heavy burden, but I do. Dick Clark. Dick Clark. Yeah, you'll love him. What else would Satan do, huh? Master of lies, year after year, week after week, systematically lowering the standards of the earth, making mediocrity a goal. Dick fucking Clark. As long as he's been on TV, he hasn't aged one fucking day, man, has he? Doesn't seem human, does it? Natural. That's not Dick Clark. That's a Dick Clark rubber mask with a zipper in the back. Underneath, when he gets off that TV show after he's brought you Rick Astley and Debbie Gibson with a straight face, there's another clue. He goes into his office and he unzips that zipper. Underneath, there's a cloven-hooved, horned Wolverine. There's a knock at the door. The door opens. John Davidson walks in. John Davidson drops his pants and his bikini panties and leans over a desk, and the Wolverine mounts him. A black, blood-gorged tick crawls out of the scaly penis of the Wolverine into the bowels of John Davidson. John Davidson is now pregnant with the children of the Prince of Darkness. In the off-season, he becomes fat and swollen and begins to shit the brood. Geraldo Rivera, Kenny Rogers, Wham, Oprah, FBC. Thank you. My mom wrote that. Well, you've been a very nice crowd. Before you go, I understand there's tensions out there, and I understand people are snapping right and left, killing other people. If you're gonna kill somebody, have some taste about you. Don't kill fucking John Lennons of the world. And I know I could snap. I know it, I feel it, I hate it, I got it. I'm at a red light, the guy before me has his right blinker blinking and he's not turning. Man, I'm just, fuck it. You can make a right on red! You fucking asshole! Everybody in the goddamn world knows that. Children raised by wolves know that. Wolves know it. Just don't kill good people. Thank you very much. You know, I mean, you say yo!
Keep it going for Bill Hicks. Bill has a new book out, by the way. He wrote a children's book. It's called How to Kill Grandpa. Pick up a copy. And now coming to the stage is a man who lives in New York City. And
why is it always good guys are murdered? John Lennon murdered, John Kennedy murdered. Why is it good guys are murdered? Mediocre hacks live on forever. Martin Luther King murdered. Gandhi murdered. Jesus murdered. Reagan shot, wounded, cancer 8 times. That fucker still walks. This guy's like Jason at this point, man. I'm back. Waiting to see him in a hockey mask. Any speech now? Well, you shot me, I'm back. Cancer on my nose, I'm back. Cancer in my ass, I'm back. My God, what's it gonna take? A syringe of AIDS shot in your eyeball? I'll do it. A Trident missile shot up your fascist, evil, mean-spirited, corporate puppet, devil cock-sucking ass? Where's the button? Ronald, 6 letters. Wilson, 6 letters. Reagan, 6 letters. Pretty frightening coincidence there, huh? But I do not believe he's the Antichrist, because that'd be too obvious and he's too stupid. But I'm going to tell you something. I know who the Antichrist is. He is in physical form. He is upon the earth. I know who it is. Pretty heavy burden, but I do. Dick Clark. Dick Clark. Yeah, you love him. What else would Satan do, huh? Master of lies, year after year, week after week, systematically lowering the standards of the earth, making mediocrity a goal. Dick fucking Clark. As long as he's been on TV, he hasn't aged 1 fucking day, man, has he? Doesn't seem human, does it? Natural. That's not Dick Clark. That's a Dick Clark rubber mask with a zipper in the back. Underneath, when he gets off that TV show after he's brought you Rick Astley and Debbie Gibson with a straight face, there's another clue. He goes into his office and he unzips that zipper. Underneath there's a cloven-hooved, horned Wolverine. There's a knock at the door. The door opens. John Davidson walks in. John Davidson drops his pants and his bikini panties and leans over a desk, and the Wolverine mounts him. blood-gorged tick crawls out of the scaly penis of the Wolverine into the bowels of John Davidson. John Davidson is now pregnant with the children of the Prince of Darkness. In the off-season, he becomes fat and swollen and begins to shit the brood. Geraldo Rivera, Kenny Rogers, Wham, Oprah, FBC. Thank you. My mom wrote that. Well, you've been a very nice crowd. Before you go, I understand there's tensions out there, and I understand people are snapping right and left, killing other people. If you're gonna kill somebody, have some taste about you. Don't kill fucking John Lennons of the world. And I know I could snap. I know it. I feel